think of how many of these Ivy League faculty members support taxing the rich. Right. And here you've got a Harvard endowment for $53 billion. By the way, when you look at this portfolio, when Harvard talks about their endowment, they say, we're investing in America. We're investing in innovation. Of course, what they don't include is that Harvard owns vineyards in Napa Valley. They own land in Australia, Brazil, and Asia. I mean, the point is they are run like a multinational corporation with their investments. It's just outrageous that they avoid any tax burden. What essentially is happening is you have a hedge fund, this $53 billion, to which a university has been attached. Mm-hmm. That's essentially what these universities have become. And so the tax policy and the grant policy of giving these federal grants has to reflect that reality.
An academic critique of capitalism is that it tends toward monopolies.
Right.
And so you have this incredibly well-endowed endowment, and they can just have the top stocks and it feeds itself, and they're doing very well. But to your point, imagine if you were a company and the company had, let's call it unequitable racial hiring practices.
Right.
And they were super wealthy and their performance had taken a dip and they paid no taxes.
Right.
Most people would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much where Harvard is.
Yeah, exactly. And look, Harvard with $53 billion, if they're getting roughly 8% a year investment returns, sometimes it's going to be higher, sometimes it's going to be lower. You're looking at basically $4-5 billion a year free cash flow you're getting. You could be using that for research. Mm-hmm. You could have all your students attend Harvard for free. You could give your top researchers major salary increases. Instead of doing that, they're building their endowment. Their endowment was $31 billion in 2017. So they are reinvesting that cash. They are growing the endowment, and they're not using it for their stated purpose, which is educating young people and doing research. And they're expecting taxpayers to subsidize as they build this endowment.
They are the biggest cow on the field, and the Trump folks are looking to bring something into the slaughterhouse. And I'm just saying, if I was Harvard, I'd be very, very careful.